Hey folks, looking down at my latest project. This is deep water culture in the technical terminology. But basically it's a tub with water and fertilizer and tomato plant. And this system works excellent. I use the Masterblend fertilizer with the calcium nitrate and the magnesium. It's a 12 grams Masterblend, 12 grams calcium nitrate, 6 grams of magnesium sulfate and per 5 gallons. And it's the tried and true, works wonders. It's really good stuff. You can find it online. Relatively inexpensive, but you have to keep in mind a little goes a long way, and it will last as long as you keep it dry and in a cool spot. Now all there is to this, putting a system like this together, is you gotta get yourself one of these bins or totes or tubs, whatever you want to call it, but make sure you get a good quality one, a top one. Now to find out, just kind of push in on the side. If it immediately gives away, it's junk. You don't want it. Spend a few dollars more and get something solid. You can check all the big box hardware stores, and hopefully you can find something. You should be able to find something. I got this one this year. Not on sale, but it was still like 11, 12 bucks and worth the extra money for something that is going to last. The other thing you need, net pot. You can find this at any hydroponic grow shop or online, eBay. I use string to run off the lid here and a staple gun. I just staple on there with these clamps. Big fan of these clamps. Again, you can find these on eBay. And I'll just add clamps to the string as it goes up. I don't pinch the suckers. And this whole wall will be covered. In fact, at this variety of tomato, it's a Suncherry F1 hybrid. I've gotten 13 feet out of them before, and that wasn't ideal conditions. Growing up and over the wall and covering the entire wall, just producing like crazy, and the tomatoes are so good. My 2-year-old would sneak out here thinking she was getting away with something and eat the tomatoes because she thought they were candy. So all you're going to do is you get yourself a little box cutter knife, cut yourself a hole in the top to slide one of these net pots in. You can spend money on hydroton. I use rocks. Okay, that's good enough. You just want something inert that gives a little bit of structure for the roots, but actually it's really just to hold down the plant because the roots are going to be inside here, and it will take up this entire space. The other thing you're going to need is a pump. I use the aquarium power head I had sitting around. It's 15 years old, not much to it other than magnets basically. It's spinning. It has a tube that is for oxygenating the water. I think it helps, but really all you need to do is break the surface tension and have somewhere where there can be some airflow. So in this case, if all you had was a pump, you might want to put a couple holes here and there so that fresh air can get in for the roots. Because you don't want it to go anaerobic because your plant will die and it'll smell really bad. But other than that, it's really easy to take care of these things. 5 gallons a day though, at these plants' peak, when it was really hot, it was sucking down that much solution. But it was worth it because it did get massive. And you have all these tomatoes, and what this actually is listed as a determinant, meaning that the determinant produces basically all the fruit all at once, and then that's it. Even though this is listed as determinant in this deep water culture setup with the Masterblend, it's actually it grows like an indeterminate, meaning that the production is spread out throughout the growing season, and it'll produce all the way up to frost. And I don't pinch any suckers because those branches produce tomato. I'll probably add another one here. Net pot for some basil. Again, basil usually, if you let it go to flower, it'll bolt, and that's it. But the basil just keeps producing. It'll go to flower, but it'll just continue to put out new leaves, and it won't brown up and look terrible. It's a really good setup, low maintenance, and I highly recommend it for anyone that's interested in this sort of thing. And that's all I got. I wanted to make this short, so please comment if you have any super secret stuff you want to let the rest of us in on. any tips, pointers, but I tell you, this will produce the results. And I'd like to hear from you if you end up being successful running something like this. This isn't my idea. There's plenty of other people that are doing similar things, but this is what I use, is this 20-gallon tote. Some people use even smaller, 5-gallon or even less, but the roots will actually take up almost this entire thing. In fact, I have a problem with it clogging up this power head, and so that's why I actually put this off center, so that hopefully it'll give it a little bit more space. So alright guys, I gotta go. Happy growing, God bless you, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.